Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, where you join us on the eve of war. Well, not quite the eve. Honestly, there's going to be a tiny bit of setup, but Europe has shaped up in a very interesting fashion right now. The mighty Empire of Cornwall is now squeezed right up against and also sort of inside of the mighty Empire of the Holy Roman Empire, actually. And I feel like those two empires cannot exist side by side, or as I say, sort of squished against each other. Because, like, you know, there's a bunch of Cornwall here, but there's a tiny bit of the Holy Roman Empire there, and then there's more Cornwall, but there's some Holy Roman Empire mixed in there, and there's a tiny bit of Holy Roman Empire, but we're probably going to take more Cornwall, like, up north at some point. Basically, that is not able to stand. These two mighty empires cannot stand side by side. We need to knock the Holy Roman Empire out of the game once and for all. By which I mean not knock them out in the slightest, but we need to thoroughly defeat them. We need to crush their army. We need to take some land off them, just so they know who's in flipping charge. And in order to make that happen, don't worry, I've got a plan. Every good war begins with me having a plan. Now, first up, however, I believe right now, my commanders are not exactly spectacular. We've got a bunch of okay, but not exactly great commanders. Actually, we've got a competent flanker there. That's good. We've got a competent heavy infantry leader and one defender. Ah, that's actually Prince Pidgey, in fact. Let's see if there's anyone else better in the world who can actually get to, come to our court. We might well be able to find someone a little bit more interesting. Actually, the number of great people in the world willing to come to Cornwall right now, not exactly spectacular. I think we should be pretty happy with what we've got. Yeah, we've got ourselves a dedicated flanker who's also an inspiring leader, and we've got a heavy infantry leader who's an expert on flat terrain. Now that could be very, very useful indeed, actually. Yes. Oh, that reminds me, by the way, someone did mention in the comments, yes, I may have made a slight error when I was just randomly handing out, the titles of kings and queens at one point, which is, yeah, I handed out the title of the King of Brittany, but none of the titles under it. So, like, everyone in Brittany reports directly to me rather than to the King of Brittany, who they should probably be reporting to, because he's the King of Brittany. So, I'm just going to quickly, transfer a bunch of vassalage over to him. This guy, he should almost certainly be reporting in to the King of Brittany. Spot on. There we go, much better. Brittany is now Brittany. Now, I know it looks like I've also messed up over here. I don't think I have. I think these guys, though they report into me, I think that they're actually reporting into me because, they won an independence war or demanded independence or something. Because if I actually go over to the Queen of Ireland right now, and I actually try and transfer the vassalage, it's not giving me the option to transfer the Duchy of Connacht over to her, which I assume means I'm not allowed to, because they've already won their independence, so I can't just hand it straight back again. That's against the rules, is what I'm assuming happened anyway. So, let's talk about a theoretical war with the Holy Roman Empire that's only going to be theoretical for a very, very short amount of time. So, if I decide to press all claims against the Holy Roman Empire, I can push on my personal strong claims. And I've got two of them, both of which have been fabricated, but screw it, it's fine. One up here in Bruges and one down over here somewhere. I think it's this one right here. So, if I decide to go to war over both of them, at the beginning of the war, the Holy Roman Empire will be in possession of both of those territories already. So they have no interest in going to occupy them because they already hold them. Which means I believe the Holy Roman Empire will do the same thing the AI seems to love doing, which is go and try and besiege my capital. Now, to do that, they'll need, obviously, to go by ship. And the AI is very bad at waiting to get its entire army on a single set of ships. Especially as, these guys don't even have that many ports. Maybe they literally don't have enough ships to actually shift the entire army. If I could just bring my entire army together in, say, Somerset or something, and then basically ambush them as they come over, bit by bit, to Cornwall with my commander, who is especially good at fighting on the plains, well, it would be like Perrin had come back to us. Then we can just smash them, chase them up north so they don't get away, make sure their army's been destroyed, and simultaneously, some of the forces that are down south can actually start, putting these places under siege. Once we've ensured that the majority of the army is actually on the British mainland and we're chasing it down and we just keep beating it so it can't escape by sea, that'd be the time to do it. I think that could work. But to give myself the edge, hang on, what's the best way to do this? I need to wait about a year to change focus. And about, a year and 1 month, I think I get to change my focus. Yes, November 1304. Is there any sense in waiting? Because the reason I might want to attack right now is this guy is currently... He's a little bit on the weak side, but more importantly, he's a bit on the distracted side. He's got a war going on with Bohemia that's presumably keeping... that's keeping the Bavarians nice and busy. Nice. Yeah, that war's already 43% in favour of the Holy Roman Empire, and this guy's got... Actually, he does still have a healthy number of troops. He might be able to fight back a little bit yet. Might be able to catch them a little bit out of position. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to let time tick by a little bit just to see what happens to his army. Until that army has actually, been destroyed, it might actually be worth waiting. Because 12,000 men might well be able to capture a good number of these guys out of position. And, if I'm very, very lucky indeed, let's just quickly move my actual Chancellor over to, another bit of land. May as well try and capture a bit more, in fact, over here. And speaking of which, apparently we... I think my steward was working for one of the Brittany territories, so I need a new steward. Got it. Now, money's in good shape at the minute too, so military, if we're not already, we're already refilling the retinues, or rather filling up the new retinues as fast as we can, and get this retinue back to the mainland. That's where we're going to beat them. We're going to beat them on the mainland, so 2,500 heavy cavalry ready to do the job there. That would just be flipping marvellous. Guys, get over here. Let's get you back on British soil. And this is useful. Prince Pidgey can marry a princess of Portugal. Yes, make that happen, because once they're actually married, there will be actual marriage ties between me and Portugal, which just might give me enough of a boost to my relationship with them. As soon as that's done, why do we not have the acknowledgement of... there we go. So come on. Still -9. I was kind of hoping for marriage ties, but no matter. Yeah, there's still too many people with political concerns, unfortunately, which is a real shame. I think it might be due to excommunication. If I could get myself excommunicated, that'd be marvellous. In fact, you, head over to Rome. Please help out with that business. I could do with you, improving relations with the Pope, please. Yes, and as for my spy master, you go over here. I'd like to see what's going on in this part of the world with the great big Bohemian War, if you'd be so kind. Seeing some troop movements around here, not the worst thing in the world at all. By the way, if you're wondering what's going on in Normandy right now, the Normans have declared war on, the King or Duke of Toledo, because they want that territory too, because screw it. And, hello. A rotten egg in my realm. Oh dear, I do not allow rotten eggs inside this egg box. Most definitely not. So, I enclose damning evidence with this letter. Right, fetch me the traitor. Who is the traitor? A Count who... Who's this guy? The Count of Middlesex. Okay, who's apparently a dick, for whatever reason. So, fetch him immediately. Or evidence this is nonsense. This seems fishy. I should notify the supposed plotter. Or, I think Prince Oh! Well, that's interesting. So, I could just... Oh, wow. I could just have flipping Prince Mayor O'Shea thrown in the dungeon. Right. Do I have any reason to do such a thing? He seems to, pretty much like me, to be honest. And his current heir would actually like me less, because his current heir is honest versus deceitful. Honestly, no real reason to get rid of this guy. This guy seems to be just fine. I am going to notify the supposed plotter, though, because this most certainly seems a little bit on the fishy side, yes. And, here we go. So, yeah, there's a fight between Ireland and Connacht right now. So, possibly they're in the middle of a little bit of a fight over, yeah, who gets to control who. In fact, actually, yes, the Connachtians began that war. They fancy having the throne of Ireland themselves. Blimey. Ooh, and England's just jumped into a big war with Scotland. Yeah, I've kind of been ignoring Scotland. I feel like those guys have pretty much earned their independence. They've managed to stay out of my hands despite so many plots to try and bring them into the Empire. You know what, guys? Have fun being independent, but also very slowly being picked apart by England and Ireland, because that is going to happen too, yes. Okay, alternative plan. Could I butter up the Pope? Blimey, that's a lot of money. Let's try giving him an artifact instead. I do have this noble scepter I'm not using for anything. That's +6 opinion. Okay, sorry, the head of a saint is also +6. It's the head of a flipping saint. You're the Pope. That's pretty impressive, actually. Right, you know what? Get it done. Send him the money. Alright, now he flipping loves me. He better flipping recommunicate me at this point. And maybe, flipping maybe, Anna's pregnant. That's good at least. Right, lift excommunication. Come on. You know you want to do this. And this could lock me an alliance in. Because, yeah, the excommunication diplomatic thing will go away. And beautiful. 500 gold well spent as far as I'm concerned. I'm back in the church's good books. Alright, now that this is the case, yes, all of a sudden, everyone's into the positive with me. Guys, how about no? Despite more positive opinions, they've still got some political concerns, unfortunately, so it looks like no one is actually willing to be my ally in the upcoming war. Possibly they've heard about the upcoming war, so, you know, that would make sense, yes. You know what, this is safer anyway, because excommunication is like a -15 versus everybody, so just making sure that my own vassals are pretty happy with me, that's a good idea. In fact, right now, it's a clean sweep, green across the board. Emperor Morehigh, though, the second, the kind of Cornwall, is a good, well-loved man, despite the fact that he looks like he's about 50 years old already. Here we go, the Bohemian forces are fighting somewhere. In fact, actually, yeah, it looks like they're being slaughtered. They're involved in a battle, though I can't see where the battle is, unfortunately, but it should still do some damage to the Holy Roman Empire. It will not be without losses for them. Honestly, there's very little change at the minute. It looks like it's about the same as it was previously. I think they've managed to, they've managed to recover a tiny bit, but then they lost a tiny bit as well. So everything is about back to where it was, which works for me. Because in just 6 months, I can actually move over to a war footing, and then we can actually take the fight to them. That's a significant boost to the size of my army. Just a reminder, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm scared of the Holy Roman Empire when I've got the bigger army, it's because they've got basically a cultural alliance thing going on with Bavaria, who are bringing another 8,000 odd troops to bear, so that is not to be discounted. They've also got cultural bonds with, one of the Holy Orders, but I'm assuming the Holy Order will not ride out if I'm a Catholic now that I'm no longer excommunicated, so that was probably a very sensible thing to do for that reason as well. Also, I can't help but notice food poisoning. His army just went down massively, presumably due to, lowered opinion, lowered martial, lowered everything. Well, this is interesting. I don't know how long that's going to last, but do I want to jump in right now? No, wait. Having +3 martial for me, that is the right thing to do. Just wait until November, alright? In November, we can move over, then we will be ready to go. Also, not what I needed to see up north, pitched battle between Scotland and England. I do not need you guys weakening each other, please. I need England fighting fit. We've potentially got a flipping invasion from the Holy Roman Empire to fight off shortly. Oh, and spot on, massive recruitment drive in Cornwall. That is just what I needed to see. Thank you very, very much indeed. And though it's close, England, England's been beaten by Scotland. Oh dear, very embarrassing. I think I did just also see, Prince Pidgey did just naff off to Yeah, Prince Pidgey's naffed off to Portugal. So we're going to be needing... Ah! Well, this is very interesting. It turns out that the Prince Mayor of the Serene Republic of England is actually an inspiring leader and a competent flanker and very strong. If he were, theoretically, to die, that would not be the worst thing in the world. Having him on the flank, yeah, 2 flankers, and then 1 a flipping heavy infantry leader and flat terrain expert. Oh yeah, that'll flipping do the job. Congratulations on your new promotion. And we've got ourselves yet another flipping daughter. You know what? They're pretty useful. They can be very, very useful indeed, but I don't like that name. She's going to be Aurora instead. Lovely. Also, I'm not 100% clear how this happened, but Poland is currently being ruled by a king bishop. Poland is a theocracy right now, which is very interesting. I've no clue how that came about. Ah, I think it's because literally everyone else died of the dreaded plague. Though honestly, it looks like, yeah, the holy business goes back quite some way. This was first in, oh wow, this has been going on for bloody ages. So since 1156, there was a bishop who managed to become king. Poland's just been a theocracy for a century and a half. I just never noticed. I just had a really interesting idea. What if I was to create a non-aggression pact with Bavaria to keep them out of the war? Ooh, that could be interesting. I mean, this guy does have a bunch of children, including, yeah, there is a girl right there. Though actually, the son will be better. I mean, I've got some good... No, the son's already hooked up with someone, but that's fine. You've got yourself another legitimate son right here. How about we just arrange a betrothal between you and young Aurora, which would be worth a non-aggression pact with the King of Bavaria. Yes. Abso-flipping-lutely yes. I'm guessing he's not... No, he's never going to go for matrilineal. Doesn't matter. Go for it. That's going to make sure Bavaria do not get involved in the war. Oh, I'm a flipping genius. And the day has come. The day we can change my focus to, yeah, straight up war. Straight up war. Martial +3. Beautiful. Get time ticking along here. So hang on, we've got ourselves, up to Martial 15 now. Intricate Web Weaver. Brave. Got that splint mail armor. I've got my sword. Yeah, I kind of forgot to equip those earlier. War focus +3. We have got ourselves, yeah, some healthy amount of troops there. Beautiful. It kind of looks the same right now, but I'm assuming that's going to update at some point because, you know, I've got Martial +3. That's got to be higher than it would have been otherwise. Holy Roman Empire. What is the state of the Empire right now? 21,000. He's got over his food poisoning. And the war with Bohemia is over. But now Bavaria's been taken out of play. Well, unless they decide to throw our non-aggression pact in the bin, but I'm not sure they're allowed to. I think there's a cooldown. They're physically not allowed to get into the war within a certain period of time. I think we are good. I think this is the right time. Right here. Just before that, though, one slight historical peculiarity I'm not 100% clear on here. So the Emperor of the Byzantines, the most powerful man in the world, 64,000 troops at his command, very, very good empire. He's currently in prison, and the man who's got him imprisoned is Bishop Neil of Whithorn, who is, well, indirectly working for me, like 5 levels flipping down. Yes, here we go. He's a bishop that reports into the Count of Galloway, who reports into a Prince of Brittany, who's also, I think, a Duke of... Yes, he's the Duke of Leinster, who reports into the Queen of Ireland, who reports into me. So, the guy 5 levels below me currently has the most powerful man in the world in prison, in Galloway. And I'm not quite 100% sure how that happened, but it has. That's just a thing. The Emperor is just here somewhere. Specifically, actually, he's down here. He's in Whithorn. We've just got him in this church. Still, here we go. The time is now. The war to end all wars. press all of my claims, by which I mean like 2. That one up there and that one down there. The council are, yep, totally on board with this business. Let's flipping go. Now, the economy is going to be in trouble, so stop the retinues reinforcing. Those 2,316 horsemen will have to do the job. Raise up these forces. That is plus 37. And honestly, now we're not actually getting the retinues retrained. This won't actually be that bad. And obviously, the vassals are coming up too. But some of the vassals are not in great shape right now, to be honest. I think England, yeah, recently took a bit of a battering. And yes, Scotland is actually counter-invading England right now. But screw it, we're just going to have to make do. So, the forces across the British Isles represent a total of, just shy of 20,000 men. Bring everyone together in Somerset. Alright? The purpose is, I believe, that, yeah, the Holy Roman Empire will totally just immediately go and just try and ship everyone over. But you know what? I'd like to check on that. So, deploy my spy master to keep an eye on the sea. I would like to see them coming, but I'm pretty confident that's what they're about to do, yes. Now, there's another, like, 5,500 troops right here. Keep them here for the time being, and by the way, if there's anyone down in whatever's left of Jerusalem, yeah, there's like 200 men. You guys can stand down. We won't be needing you, that's fine. Also, the flipping Pope's on the move. Who's the Pope at war with right now? He is... he's just getting involved in a holy war, is he? Blimey. And here we go. Yes, the Holy Roman Empire has immediately raised 78 galleys. And I'm pretty confident they're going to try and use those to ship forces over to Cornwall directly. We will let them land, and then as soon as they're actually done, we will just basically move in and wipe them out. We should have the superior forces here. Just keep a very close eye out. And is Bavaria involved right now? Because, actually, did the Holy Order got involved? I wouldn't have thought they'd be allowed to, but okay. And yes, indeed, Bavaria seem to be not involved yet, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, I could move this force of 5,000 either to the mainland, or I could move them over to start taking some territory. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. I'm just going to move this 5,000 down here. They can start actually taking the cities over which this war is technically being fought, which is probably not a bad idea. Now, I'm seeing ships. I'm seeing more ships. This is good. This is very good. Yep, the ships are coming in. I think that's exactly what they're doing. The Holy Roman Empire is doing precisely what I was hoping they would. And because they've had to be the ones to actually, get on board a ship, that's given me time to mobilize my forces. Now, get everyone into the right position, please. So, yeah, Haylock on the center, and you guys on the flanks, because, you know, you're good at that. No, not that guy. Haylock, O'Shea. Where's the other commander gone? We totally had another commander. He better not have just died. No, he's not dead. He should be around. I don't know why he's not here for this. This is quite important. He's not in this army. Okay. What's he doing? What could he possibly be doing that's more important than this? Oh, this guy's technically my chancellor. Right, well, stop doing that. We need to do something more important. Here we go. The man himself. Flat terrain expert. Heavy infantry leader, and Cornwall is nice and flat. And here we go. There's been a trade port of you situation going on. The Pope likes me more and more. That's fine. We've lost something, but it barely even seems to matter, as I was expecting. They're moving in. They're moving in right now, and we're barely losing any money. We got this. All right, in we go, in we go, in we go. Move in here. There's like 4,000 troops right here. We can smash them. We can just pick them apart, piece by piece. We are going to absolutely destroy these bastards. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is what I wanted to see. They're sending them over, piece by piece. We can just pick them off with barely any loss whatsoever. This is spot on. Absolutely spot on. And we've also just captured one of their commanders, which is great. Send them over here now. Pick off that guy. Where's the rest of them? I don't know, but watch down here because, right now we are besieging one of the key targets of the war. So we're 9% up. where's the rest of their army? They'll probably try and ship some of it over at some point. Don't let these guys get away. Get after them. Ah, he's tried to retreat back to Powys, which technically belongs to him right now for some slightly unclear reason. So, should we try and pursue? You know what? We're almost there now. We're almost there. We'll finish off these guys. We'll just win a couple more fights here. There's more troops coming ashore, but it's no longer even their full army. We'll just crush them bit by bit. This will be fine. The plan has worked, alright? Just for once, I said I've got a plan, and the plan's actually working really flipping nicely. Alright, the plan's working beautifully. So right now they've got, 13,000 troops, but we can handle it. We can handle it. In fact, that's probably all they've got, because 4,000's already come over and fallen. This is pretty much everything they've got. We outnumber them. We've got to have the best commanders, and our commanders are well set up for this exact territory. Deploy the troops, and get ourselves back over 20,000 if you'd be so kind. That would just, it just feels wrong to be just slightly under 20,000. So if we just go up to, just wait till next month to actually attack, because then, after that point, we'll be over 20,000, and that will be lovely. No one coming down here. This war is going much more flipping smoothly. Ooh, are they trying to send reinforcements, or is that... I don't know whether that's reinforcements or not, but if it is, they'll have a massive disadvantage. Here we go. The war to end all wars. They might be sending in reinforcements right now. I don't know how many people are on those boats, but we've already kicked an awful lot of arse. Our troops are doing... Oh, they're doing beautifully. Yeah, this is going marvellously. They might have just shipped in a small number of reinforcements, but it's barely anything. Oh, they're collapsing. Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Now we need to chase them down. This victory, this is a lot of dead Imperials. This is spot on. 46%. Pursue them. Pursue them back over to Powys. That's where they're going to be going. Do not let them escape. Alright, and the siege down here goes according to plan. Spot on. I think... Who are you guys? Right, there's just an African army of Africa, which is, I believe, a Catholic kingdom in this game, but whatever. These guys are doing well. They've started to take over some of that. We're up to 51%, and... Alright, apparently I've been saying... Oh, of course, I've got a war focus right now, so this is an event because I've got the war focus. So, what do I want to do here? So, I could gain... Battlefield Terrain Master, or Trickster, or Flanker, or... Yes, let's be a direct leader in case I ever want to lead from the front, which I don't, but just in case I ever do. Here we go. As I would have expected, they're fleeing back to Powys, which works for me because Powys doesn't have a coast. No evacuation, alright? Too many armies have managed to just sneak away up north and then escape into the Irish Sea, but not this time. No, 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 no. This time, we've caught them. I think they were trying to flee to Gwynedd to make an escape. But, this is perfect. This is exactly the war we needed. Right flipping here. Oh, yes. Yeah. I don't even know where you guys are going right now. Have you just delivered 3 people to Cornwall? Oh, guys, this is just flipping sad. Right, march north. Do not let them get away. We're 60% up right now. This is working beautifully. So flipping beautifully. What's going on in... anywhere else? What are you guys doing? There's a tiny force here not doing much. We should probably head up to Bruges at some point just to secure that too. But honestly, we might be able to win this war just by repeatedly smashing these guys in the face, which I'm totally up for. So, hang on. Where are the evacuation ships? I don't see any movement from their boats right now. I would have thought by now they were trying to escape. There's another siege one. Oh, yes. And the economy's in good shape too. We're barely losing any money. Right, where are you guys trying to get to right now? We need to, keep going in this direction, please. We need to catch them. Where are they trying to escape into? They're trying to flee into Ireland. Alright, and they're just going to pull it off by the looks of things. I'm going to be able to pin down at least one of them. No, they're just attacking Ulster. They're not trying to flee. They're trying to continue pushing the war. Well, they can try. It's not going to go well for them. Also, I'm really flipping worried right now. I think the Kaiser just died. Please don't tell me that's the end of the war. If that's the end of the war, I'm going to be very annoyed. But yeah, we have actually... Yep, we have actually killed the Kaiser. right now. And actually, he was killed by Hylock Kurnow. Apparently, he's actually part of my dynasty, which I had not realised, but apparently he is. And when I say he was killed by Hylock Kurnow, I think Hylock Kurnow might also be dead. I think basically everyone lost on this occasion. Still, that there is, yeah, the old Holy Roman Emperor dead. Meaning that the new guy is, oh, he's a kid. He's a kid who is, yeah, having an etiquette focus. Excellent. That is precisely what I wanted to see. So he's 8 years old right now. He's not got much in the way of troops. Spot on. This has gone beautifully. This is better than I could possibly have hoped for. Alright, we've actually killed the Kaiser himself. Right now, yeah, these guys are just pinning the Imperials in place. Who even are you? Wow, that's just some random force of Leinster who has sadly been defeated, but their sacrifice was not in vain. They've let me get back on top of the Imperial army, who are just flipping disintegrating. There's 3,000 men over here in Cornwall. They physically can't actually force the siege or anything. They've got to wait it out, meaning I've got plenty of time to get over there and kill them. How are we doing down here? That is almost the 3rd place down. That's all absolutely fine. Up to 88%. Oh, yes. Oh, flipping yes. We have taught the Holy Roman Empire a lesson. We have definitely got flipping revenge. And oh, what's that? Is that a rebellion? You got a rebellion on your hands right now because you've got no flipping troops. What rebellion is it? Please let it be. It's an independence war. Yes. Oh, flipping yes. Because if those guys go independent, it will be much easier for me to absorb them. Oh, this has gone absolutely perfectly. This has actually gone perfectly. 95% and yeah, a few more Imperial troops that have been shipped over to Cornwall are now just being flipping slaughtered. At this point, the best thing we can do is make sure we smash as much of the army as we can. That was technically the Battle of Uslash. She is watching over us from the grave. Yeah, win, victories across the board. Oh, yes. Oh, flipping yes. Oh, the Holy Roman Revolt has 9,000 troops. And thanks to my fine deeds, the Empire's only on 5,000. Yep, that revolt's gonna win. Oh, this is just perfect. So, kid, just so you know, I'm gonna be enforcing my demands right now. And that gets me the 2 territories I wanted. Beautiful. Including, even better, I've actually stolen off this dick, who was supposed to be handing over territory to me, but jumped ships to the other side. What a bastard. So, we've won that war. There's, oh bloody hell, Cornwall's actually getting, yeah, it's getting messier, to be honest. It's getting a lot messier. Now there's bits of it all over the flipping shop. Now, another very valuable thing that just came out of that war. 2 bits of territory that I hold myself, which I can obviously give away to anyone I need to get into my empire in order to push their claims. So, I think we need 4 more territories for the Grand French Plan. And very conveniently, hang on, these guys are, yep, both of those breakaway territories over there, together with all of this. Basically, the entire breakaway independence revolt, all of them are actually very conveniently inside France. So, that's marvellous, because that means as soon as these guys do break away, and they should be easily able to do so now, yeah, they've got the troops to pull it off, I can just eat them one by one. Excellent, without having to break my truce with the Holy Roman Empire. Spot on. But just in case, you know what, I'll check for claimants to see if there's any new claimants floating around for any of this business. No one unfortunately, but once the actual independence war succeeds, which it, yeah, really definitely should, at that point, we can pick them off. And that should be enough territory to create New France. And once we've got New France, we're on easy street. Because, yeah, with New France, I'll just have de jure rights to go to war with everything that's left over. I can basically go to war over Duchy of Aquitaine, Toulouse, all of this down here. Everything will just fall to me. That will be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, let's just double check. Everything is, yeah, everything should be absolutely locked in in Italy. In fact, I don't know how I can lose Italy at this point. Except, of course, yeah, if the actual child dies. If Prince O'Dear would die, but even then, the spares. At this point, yeah, if we look over at Italy, the line of succession should go O'Dear into Caden, Guillotine, Iluit. Yeah, at this point, we're good. There were definitely no children produced by the first son of the old king of Italy. We've pretty much got this one locked down. Also, some people were saying I needed to watch out because if she became queen, this guy would move to Italy. Doesn't seem to be the case. It does rather seem that he is still in Cornwall with me as his guardian. Possibly because of, yeah, the guardianship I set up. That's kind of kept him locked here for the time being. Also, we may now resume, yeah, training up the retinues. Let's get these troops trained up a little bit, please. Now, I do see there is a little bit of a defensive pact against me. Yes, including basically everyone around here. Understandable. That's absolutely fine. In fact, you know what? Oh, never mind. I deployed him fairly recently. Right, beginning of next year, maybe just work on statecraft to persuade everyone we're definitely not a threat. And apparently my poetry's not going well right now because nothing rhymes with orange. Now, this is interesting. 3 choices. Find a new muse for poetry, or 20% chance I might just lose poet, or I have to work harder. 25%, yeah, new muse. Poet is 25%, but I might gain diligence. I mean, diligent is always worth gambling for because that's amazing. And I got ambitious instead. I tell you what, ambitious is nice too. After, yeah, a bit of a dubious start, Morhaitho II the Kind, he's doing alright. He is actually doing pretty alright right now. Also, some random mayor is trying to, yeah, fake some documents. I'm not desperately worried, to be honest, but 50-50 chance. Let's just get rid of him if we can. Mayor's flipping well. And the assassin succeeded. Good. That doesn't really matter in the slightest, but whatever. Now, Princess Guillotine needs herself an education. You can have stewardship. Why not? And some random bloke on the Isle of Man has decided to declare a peasant revolt. I would not recommend it. I really wouldn't. Alright? I mean, you've got 5,000 men. Good luck with that. Ah, the one advantage they've got is, yeah, the bloody sea crossing. Fine, you know what? Raise the rest of the regulars. We'll just send overwhelming force to counteract that. Also, I can't help but notice that it looks like, somebody inside my empire has jumped on another war with the Imperials. Hang on. What's going on here? So someone has decided to begin a Champagne Holy Roman de jure holding war over Anjou. Right. That's interesting. Okay then, I guess you can do that if you want. I mean, hopefully it means you're going to gain territory, not lose it. Ah, is this because they technically own this small barony? That's probably what you're trying to take off him. Fine. Bit of a small-scale war, but it keeps them busy. Oh, and very bad news. The rebellion somehow failed. Oh, it was the Bavarians. The Bavarians came and did it. That's what happened. The flipping Bavarians came in to lend a hand. Bloody hell. It's that bloody Bavaria business that just keeps handing victories to the Imperials. Come on, Bavaria. You've got twice as many troops as them. Why are you doing what they say? And here we go. With overwhelming force, we're going to put down this stupid rebellion once and for all. Also, how's that island Connacht thing getting on right now? So, who's winning? Currently 55% ahead for the Queen of Ireland, and I think she just actually won another fight there. So she is doing, yep, very well. Probably going to bring the Connachtians back inside Ireland proper very, very soon indeed. And hello! Oh, this is exactly what I flippin' wanted. The Duke of Normandy's getting on with things by himself. He's just jumping in to take this bit of territory because it's his by right. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's spot on. He is going to speed things up significantly. Assuming, that is, he's capable of winning, which he may or may not be. You don't actually have any allies to call in, unfortunately. And yeah, if the Holy Roman Imperials call in the Bavarians, they might just be able to come in and clean up. Sadly, my magnificent man, I don't think I can actually come and help. Tragically, no. No, I cannot. Oh, and hello! I've got just the flipping thing here. So, the duchy that covers, Paris itself, we have got ourselves a 21-year-old bloke who would be very happy to come to our courts. Yes. Yes, I think that's just absolutely fine. So, he'll come to my court. Regular marriage to someone who's technically a princess. A princess of... Wow. She is literally a daughter of a previous Holy Roman Emperor. You are... Yeah, very, very cool indeed. In fact, actually, wait, hang on. Yeah, inheritable claims on the Holy Roman Empire. Keep an eye on this family. Keep a little eye on them. We'll see if they could maybe be elevated to greatness. You, my good man, welcome. Welcome to my territory. Oh, yes. Yes. We'll be inviting you straight along. Oh, and better, we've got ourselves someone else here. We've got ourselves Gothard, who I originally thought was a woman at a glance, but no, definitely not. Actually a bloke. Just got a very, very lovely scarf and some beautiful hair. He's willing to come to my court too. And he's got himself a weak claim on the Duchy of Berry. Now, that is a weak claim. It's a weak claim, but it's a claim. You know what? I'm willing to take it. Especially as if something were to happen to the Duke of Berry, a 2-year-old child would take to the throne. Oh, flipping spot on. And this guy's claim is strong. I didn't even check that, but that's magnificent. Right, you, my good man, congratulations. I am awarding you the County of Bruges. I hope you have a lovely time there. And yeah, as soon as the opportunity presents itself, we'll be moving you south, getting you some fancier digs, don't you worry. And you can have, like, any lower titles. I'm not sure there are any or whatever, but you can have them anyway. And you, my good man, you can have that county down south and all lower titles too. Oh, yes. This is going to be beautiful. Now. For the third stage of my ludicrously complicated plan, you, my good man, need to... Wait, what? What? He's the... Right. This is... Oh, no, that's going to happen again. Uh-oh. This is... Right. Okay. So this guy is... He's heir to that county. Meaning he theoretically... No, would he jump ship if it's the same rank as what he's already got? Right, let's just double check I haven't actually handed this over to someone who's... No, this guy is not actually... Wait, the Count of Bruges and the... Wait, what's the other thing? Count of Bruges and... No, never mind, just that. What's a Gelra? Right, so Berry theoretically could be... Yeah, bit of a problem, actually. Yeah, this Berry thing, we might want to hurry it up. Just to make sure that he doesn't accidentally end up handing his territory over to somebody else or whatever. Yes, okay. Well, the game's not flagging. This is a... Wait, hang on. Vast inheritance warning. Oh, blimey. There's a lot of vast inheritance warnings. Well, that's fine. I don't think any of them mean the land's actually going to leave the Empire. I think it just means it's going to, like, leave one family and go to another or whatever. I'm sure it's all fine. The point is, this guy needs to die. Alright, plot to kill, please. Lovely. So, go straight over to my intrigue. 44% up front. Who's willing to join in with this? Oh, a lot of people are, as it turns out. And plenty of them are... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Right, how much to bribe you? 15 gold. Flippin' bargain. Right, deploy the Spy Master down to the capital, just to make it a sure thing. So we're up to 55% already, and that should go up to about 110% with everything that we've actually got there. So that should be fine. Yeah, up to 72%, 95, and one more. Yeah, 118. So not exactly spectacular, but enough to get us started anyway. There should be a plot that can still happen as a result of that. Oh yes, and you, work on statecraft, please. I'd like that threat to go away. Ah yes, and now I've been excommunicated, and I've actually got out loads of children. It could be... Wait, hang on. Hang on, the Hermetics. Am I... Oh, flip, I'm up to learning 11. Ooh, I could join the Hermetic... Ooh. What's the best thing to do here? What's the best thing to do? Like, that is... that's some good stuff in the Hermetics. There is, but... The important thing is that Odia becomes a good man. I'm going to join... Yeah, I'm going to join the Benedictine Order. Alright, I would like to have more stewardship and being able to pass on my virtues, of which there are many. I am a goodly, kind man, that'd be fine. And, hello, it's a great honour. Why am I losing 110 gold? I guess this is like an entry fee, which feels like an odd thing for a church, but okay, fine, whatever. Now, my devotion should be going up by... yeah, that's not too bad. Stewardship up, charitable up, kind up. So I need... it's not going up very fast, is it? No, it's not exactly spectacular, but it's not so bad either. Speaking of which, yeah, my son Odir is... he's currently 11. So, right now he's still on his childhood focus, so he's not actually gone over to education yet. Still plenty of time to improve him. And of course, the very moment I decided not to join the Hermetic Society, I pick up stressed. Right, well, that's fine. That's fine. I think I can cope with this. It's okay for the time being. Oh, and speak of the devil, Odir actually needs himself an education right now. Alright. What can we do for you? Nothing that's actually looking spectacular. Could go for military, could go for... yeah, martial education. Not so bad at all. Go for that martial education. I can teach him martial by myself. That's fine. And Anna says she's pregnant. Don't question it. We could do with one more son just for safety, to be honest. Well, the war on Ireland is over, but Connacht remains, well, not quite independent, but reporting into me. Okay, now the war's over, maybe now I can hand him over, actually. Maybe the only reason I couldn't before was because of that business. So, transfer vassalage, and yes, there we go. Right, the Duke of Connacht, you're going over to her. Spot on. So just quickly redo that. There we go. That's why I couldn't do it previously. It was just because they were at war. And there we go. One last safety son, just in case. So, more Hytho the Kind and Empress Anna the Inquisitor. Blimey, apparently she's picked up some slightly extreme hobbies while she's been here. Right, called Brangula... No. The child shall be named Bort. Alright, so the state of play at the minute is Normandy is actually expanding our territory very nicely right now. They're winning that little bit of the fight by themselves. So they should take that tiny little bit of land into Normandy and bring it into the Empire, which is beautiful. And young Odir apparently needs something doing to him. So, we could make him ambitious. Or we could make him proud. No, ambitious is way better. If we can make him ambitious... darn it, we got proud anyway. That's a shame. Pride is... it's fine. It's not great. Ambitious would have been better. But if I'm lucky when he's 14, I'll get the intervention opportunity to give him ambitious anyway. And here we go. Threat is currently at 5.1% and falling. So next month we should no longer be threatening. Good. Yep, there we go. Everyone's out of the defensive pact. That should be in the process of dissolving. In fact, at some point... the Duke of Normandy actually took over what used to belong to... what's her face? Yeah, the woman who had a lot of power and influence around here. Alright, he's doing alright for himself these days. Also, I can't help but notice that that bit of land that used to belong to us doesn't belong to us anymore. And, excuse me over there, what exactly is going on? Oh, great. Basically, I gave it to that guy and then he immediately and incredibly selfishly died of flu, thus handing it straight back to the flipping Imperials. Now, thing that mildly concerns me. It looks like the Imperials might just be able to, if not win, then hold to a draw the Normans' attempts to actually take over that tiny bit of land and properly unify the Duchy of Normandy. I would like an excuse to go to war with them. Unfortunately, that's a little bit on the tricky side. Unless, of course, yeah, this existing kid could be made to have an accident, because we no longer need the Duke of Berry to die, because that was purely setting up this guy moving in, but he went and bloody inconveniently died. So, okay. If I were to plot to kill this guy, how many people would be interested in being in on that? Anybody? No. Nobody. Would you believe no one wants to help the Cornish anymore? Well, there is one other option, of course. We could just say screw it and go in anyway. Now, technically, that makes us a truce breaker, but it's not like we're that popular in Europe right now anyway. to be honest, everyone's refusing to be in alliances with us. We're constantly having bloody defense pacts formed against us. Screw it. I think this is a good chance for us to see some territory. In fact, actually, if I were to take these 2 bits of territory by pushing this guy's duchy claim, that would immediately give us, yeah, the right to push against this independent force right here. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be a lot of territory entering our hands. And that would give me an excuse to go and murder this army to make sure that the Normans win their war. Yes, screw it, why not? What's the worst that can happen from breaking a truce? I'm sure it's all fine. Actually, is the council okay with it? Because if the council also thinks I'm a tyrant, tyranny is very bad. So yes, claim the duchy. Yeah, the council's totally on board with me breaking this truce. They hate the Imperials as much as I do. Screw it, let's go. Oh, and if I'm very lucky, I'm going to get the Gardener event too. Gardener is a marvellous trait. Oh, bloody hell, this guy wants theology focus for a while. Maybe later. I'm busy breaking my word and invading other European nations right now, okay? And here we go. Green fingers or dirty hands? What do we just pick up? Dirty hands, that's a shame. But when that event shows up again, we might actually be lucky enough to gain the ability to get Gardener, which is the important bit. So, 5,000 men begin the siege up here, while my main army just goes and flipping smashes the Imperials, because why not? Also, you guys can probably just stand down. That's fine. Have a nice holiday. Also, when it says all Catholic leaders, does that include mine? No, it doesn't. I think it just means everyone else. Marvellous. So, we're just going to very, very quickly go and smash the Imperials. Lovely. So that's another one of their armies taken care of. Because, yeah, the weaker they are, the better. We've got ourselves a famous herald. Why not, quite frankly? Oh, Devon is prospering. Better and flipping better. We've lost a siege of a trade port. What trade port is that? Ah, are you guys taking on the English trade ports right now? That's probably what you're doing, yes. Okay, but this place, just march in and take anything they took. Good, that's all as it should be. In which case, that should all be fine. March the troops south here. We'll take this territory. Everything should be okay. And who else has just jumped in? No, Bavaria's not in, but the religious order are. Doesn't matter. They've got basically no men. There's nothing they can do about this. Oh, and this is interesting. Princess Iluit of Cornwall is, in fact, default 7 stewardship at age 6. That could be promising. Her twin sister Elena, much less interesting, however. But Iluit might be one to watch. Ah, something to watch out for, however. The Imperials are back up to 17,000 troops. They've hired themselves a big old pile of mercenaries. So, watch out. They might be showing up with a lot more strength than I'm expecting. Also, Emperor Morhido the Kind has just decided to declare, I'm sick of always being kind to everyone. Not going to be kind anymore. Feel my wrath, he declares, despite not having any actual... Uh-oh, there they are. We found them. Right, guys, it's time to go, actually. Is there a battle going on here? Those guys are moving south on the 23rd. These guys are moving to Vexin on the 18th. Good. We've got time to, finish off these settlements. Then we will go and defeat that mercenary army. That's fine. Guys, just get out of there for the time being, please. Just want both of these sieges done, we will go and smash this army. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Victories across the board. Guys, pull it all together. Let's go destroy the flipping bastards up there. And, oh, my brother... Apparently I had a brother called Boudic. Does anyone else know I had a brother called Boudic? Apparently I had a brother called Boudic. Yeah, the family tree's a bit unfortunate round here. So yeah, there's the old King of Ireland who died of severe stress. And then there's Emperor Morhido the Kind. And then there's also Mermin and Boudic. No one talks about Mermin and Boudic. They didn't really achieve much with their lives. And here's the fun thing. I can just walk straight past the Bavarians because the Bavarians are, technically, we're not at war with them. So... in we go. We are just going to flipping smash this army right here again. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys just do not flipping learn, do ya? Nope. Another great victory for me. And this guy is, wow. The Pope must really like me by now. No, he's a... Wait, what? How are you at -4? Oh, the broker truce thing. Right, that's, yeah, quite a big debuff, unfortunately. And also the stupid bloody Stuarts apparently causing trouble in Devon. Right, okay, this is fine. Okay, everything at once, just one at a time. Right, everyone just in a line, everything's happening at once for some reason. You, go and suppress a revolt in Devon. And I think little O'Dear should become ambitious. Yeah, screw it. He's gonna be the next leader. He could do with it. He is brave right now. Ambitious, proud, and fussy could become... That's a bit of a dubious one. Yeah, that's patient, greedy, or paranoid. Hopefully patient, but we'll see. Now, the slight problem we do have here is Bavaria is involved in the war against Normandy, so I can't attack them to save the Normans. All I can do is defeat the Imperials as part of my war. Speaking of which, do I need to... This is held by the Holy... Ah, you know what? Stay here for the time being. Stay here for the time being. Just quickly go in, take this area. Yeah, continue just quickly taking all of this. Yeah, take all of this. We need to make sure these guys basically win their war. Right, has that made the war swing 81% in your favour? And we hold the territory it's being fought over. So that should start just ticking upwards. In the meantime, yeah, head over towards their capital. Let's just go and put their capital under siege, because why the hell not? Now, young Guillotine is the first of my children to come of age, and is dreadful. That's hopefully not a sign of things to come. Right, let's just get her married off to someone important as quickly as possible. Screw it, King of Toledo. He could be a useful ally, potentially. Go on, then. And apparently there's very few troops guarding the main capital of the Holy Roman Empire right now. Screw it, move in, we'll take it. Nice. That'll flippin' do. So we've just attacked part of your capital there. Beautiful. And there are, yeah, there's troops over there. I'm actually suffering attrition here, so let's just actually walk in this direction. Smash a couple of these bastards while we're passing through. Yep, there we go. More and more victories. And I've also captured another mayor commander. Beautiful. Go and capture these guys before they're able to recharge too much. Yep, here we go. Another battle on our hands. That's right, guys. Hello. Oh, and here's something very, very interesting indeed. So, yeah, my little favourite pet Count has decided to declare the Brusian Holy War for Holland on the Duke of Holland, which, that doesn't actually help me much, to be honest. Yeah, the problem with that is, one, you don't have enough troops to make it happen, and two, that's not de jure part of France, so this isn't really what I wanted you to do. Especially as, please don't get yourself killed. Come on, let's just quickly get this. Yeah, this just became important. Right, back to France. We need to actually make sure we win this flipping war in a flipping hurry. Okay, half the forces head back north in order to deal with the Imperials who've regrouped over, yeah, the important site we can't allow them to have. Other half stays down here, continues winning the war. We're up to 82% there. This should be a fairly easy victory. My commanders are present. He's got one commander there, but yeah, that's already falling apart. Beautiful. Chase them off. 87%. And we've also caught a bishop trying to smuggle a letter to the Pope. Ooh. Oh dear. Right. Why is he doing that? We're not excommunicated anymore. Now, I am a bit of a bastard. I'm not going to deny that, but still, that's a bit harsh. Ah, speaking of him, the Pope wants him let out. So I could bend my knee to the throne of St. Peter, which is 10 piety. This guy gets himself released. I'm not even sure what he did, to be honest, so that doesn't seem too bad. Or I could say I am the Emperor, so screw you. But his opinion goes down. I don't want to get excommunicated. I'm going to bend my knee to the throne of St. Peter. That guy is now released again. Beautiful. And yeah, looks like we're making good progress here. And the Queen of Ireland has provided proof that Duke Carmen of Normandy has been viciously slandering me. Oh no, Carmen, I like you. You're a good guy. Why? In fact, you really like me. Or at least, well... Hang on, I don't really like you. But yeah, you really like me, because, like, I pressed your claim and gave you literally everything, and now you're one of the most powerful men in Western Europe, so screw you. You know what, I'm just going to keep the information to myself. No need to rock the boat. By the way, if the Queen of Ireland is now of age, that might mean she's... No. Alright, she doesn't feel like she is super angry because she wants to be on the council. She's totally cool with me for the time being. and our war has come to an end. Beautiful. So enforce my demands, and that should be a big old pile of land just got transferred over. Beautiful. So the claim has now actually been won. Nice. You get back to friendly territory. Obviously, there's a new defensive pact being formed up, because why wouldn't there be? You guys stand down. Retinue can probably stay this side of the channel. That's all absolutely fine. There's a lot of defensive pacts existing and then giving up, and oh no. Come on. Oh, hang on. Oh, flip. No! No! Oh, he's about to... The Normans were going to win! The Normans were totally going to win, but then the Imperials got back in. I'm so sorry, guys. I did what I could. I did what I flipping could. I'm so sorry. But that war, unfortunately, for that tiny bit of land, it's gonna be lost. That's such a shame. And here we go. That gives me the de jure right to attack her. Unfortunately, yeah, actually, some people are not keen on this war, and it would trigger the defensive pact, so maybe hold off for the minute. Oh yeah, threat's literally at 5.1%. So next month, that pact should immediately dissolve, and then we can just move in. Spot on. And such a flipping shame. The Normans are trying so hard to beat the Bavarians, and they've done a really good job, and they would have actually... Oh, yes. Oh dear. Well, not so much, actually. More oh yes. Oh dear is apparently masterful. A brilliant strategist. Okay. Oh dear, wow me. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves an emperor. Wait, can we do something about the moustache, though? That's a really awful moustache. Could we maybe do something about that? So in the end, he picked up Greedy, which is actually not bad out of Fussy, because, yeah, national tax modifier up 10%. Not bad at all. You know what? That is excellently good news. And I have successfully groomed an heir. Spot on. And hello, there's also peasants of Gwynedd, frequent trouble with highwaymen. Yeah, you know what? Let's build some flipping outposts or something. And there we go. Prince O'Dear of Cornwall, an excellent man, all things considered. Yeah, is heir to the throne of Italy, together with being Prince of Cornwall, heir to the Empire of Cornwall. Italy is coming into the Empire. It's beautiful. Also, who's my wife trying to murder? Oh, it's me. Right, it's me, and she's refused to stop. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. We did know about that, unfortunately. I can ask to join... No, I can't ask to join the plot against myself. That's a shame. And there we go. Much better. I can push this de jure claim on this little independent cell over here. No problem with that whatsoever. Council's totally on board. She's got 1,600 troops. I think we're good to just basically... You know what? I'll just send in... Actually, you know what? The retinue's pretty expensive. The retinue is quite expensive. So, instead, I'll just raise the vassals. The vassals can handle this. Oh, this is quite a significant one. So, Ireland has declared an Irish-English de jure war over... Ah, you know what? That's fair enough. There has been just a bit of England in Ireland for some time. And England has been repeatedly going to war to kick the Irish out of England. It's kind of fair that Ireland gets to kick the English out of Ireland. That's perfectly fair. Oh yeah, and this little territory is barely even flipping guarded. Take the first bit of land right there, and then march south. Let's just destroy their army, then march back north again. That's all absolutely fine. And oh bloody hell. The Imperials, yeah, the Normans can't win wars by themselves, which is such a flipping shame. Yep, stupidly fast and easy, that's already 100%. Sorry, you're working for me now. Beautiful. In fact, this Duke has very rapidly got too big for his boots. He now thinks he's a powerful vassal. La-di-da, he's not actually... No, sorry, you're not good enough to be on my council. But luckily it doesn't matter, because, yeah, you love me so much for pushing your claims that you don't actually care if you're not. War chest has been successfully built, nice and quick, and next is... peace for 5 years. Yes, that one could be a bit more of a problem, to be honest. Now, Prince O'Dear, who is, as far as I'm concerned, pretty much the most eligible bachelor in the entire world right now, despite his moustache. Who, in theory, could we get you married to? Most powerful person floating around is the Queen of Aragon, which does possess, 11,000 troops. Okay. Marrying a queen that's actually got, yeah, a decent amount of land. Tiny bit in Spain, tiny bit dotted around here. Yeah, you know what? That's gotta be the clever play. Because if she's willing to go for a normal marriage on grounds of prestige and imperial and all of that business, then O'Dear's children can, yeah, just bring Aragon into the Empire too. That'd be spot on. And she's willing to go for a regular marriage. Yeah, it's the prestige effects. Spot the flip on. Yeah, do it. Boom. I'm up for that, though. Oh, hello. One thing to actually look out for. The one thing that could screw me over in Italy is a big revolt. Defending against Fosca, the beguiling war for Gavelkind. Gavelkind would be fine. To be honest, we'd still get the kingdom. So yeah, even if that revolt actually wins, it doesn't matter, that's fine. And even better, she's up for an alliance. Yeah, do it. Let's properly renew our ties with Aragon. Aragon has saved us, remember. Aragon showed up during the Great Cornish Civil War. They really helped out a lot. We could have been in a lot of trouble if it weren't for them. So, you know what? I am totally happy to back them in all of their wars. That's cool. Especially as the most clever thing we could do right now would be, yeah, make sure she stays on the throne long enough for us to get married in 6 years' time and start producing children. That'd be the right thing to do, because then we lock down Aragon as well as Italy. And here's an interesting place for my Chancellor to go and stand. So, this little independent territory here, yeah, these guys have 2 bits of de jure France, which I think is all I need. That would be it. That'd be the job done. Alright, that'd be perfect. 2 bits more of France. That's what I want. And got an alliance with Aragon. We got ourselves friends. Spot the flip on. 28,000 men. Another 11,000 in allies off Aragon. And give it a generation, Aragon will be ours. And it looks like Italy will fall this generation. Oh, this is spot on. Oh, the Pope's up for a bit of a rumble. Crusade for Egypt, you say? Alright, can I be bothered with that? Can I really be flipping bothered? What do you actually want to achieve, to be honest? I don't know. Which bit of Egypt are we talking about here? You know what, I'm going to see who else joins. Because, ooh, sending Oh Dear over. Yeah, Oh Dear could go. And then immediately back out again. Have him be a crusader at the age of like 16 or 17. Yeah, that'd be good for the storybooks. And as for the spare Caden, yeah, actually, he could potentially be a very interesting diplomat. So, go for charitable. No, he got kind instead. Kind is fine. Diplomacy +2. Intrigue -2. He clearly wasn't going in that direction. Yeah, actually, he's already at 10 on diplomacy, and he hasn't actually got himself an education yet. He could be of interest. Also, what the bloody hell just happened in northern France? Why is a bit of Normandy now in the possession of Sheikh Robin, who reports into the... Wait, what? How did you pull this off? Okay, this is all right. Guys, holy war. It's time for a holy war. Ah, it's technically not a holy war, because, well, this guy is, like, yeah, from southern Spain. Southern Spain is entirely Catholic at this point, so this was just some random... What the hell happened here? How did this occur precisely? I think this might have just been some weird flipping act of inheritance that somehow screwed me over. Right. Well, we can certainly de jure you. Like, this is totally 100% legit de jure, except... Okay, why are you guys not actually dealing with this right now? The target is not the antipope of another religion. There's an ongoing crusade on Waterstones. Oh, for goodness sake, guys, do we really have to be focusing on the crusade right now? A bit of northern France just escaped. There we go. Quick switchy roundy on the council to get rid of a zealot, because of course the zealots are up for the crusade. The pragmatists are up for de jure wars. But this would lead to war on the Kingdom of Portugal, unfortunately. Which is odd, because I thought I had... Do I not have a non-aggression pact with you guys? I could have sworn I have a non-aggression... Yeah, I've got a non-aggression pact, so I don't think they're going to try and get involved in this one. Screw it, we'll see. We'll see if they decide to get involved, but I don't think they will. And there's 235 guys there. You know what? I think we're good. Raise up the troops. Don't bother calling in Aragon, we don't need them. Well, unless Portugal choose to get involved. If Portugal get involved, we call up Aragon. For the time being, though, just the French vassals should be more than enough to actually, take these guys down and then start securing the local area. So those guys have been destroyed. Bring all these guys in here. That's fine. Watch out for any boats that might be starting to appear. And did Portugal just get involved? A weird war with Portugal right now. Are we? Yes. Defending against Emperor More High Though the Kind. Well, I thought we had a non-aggression pact and we still appear to, but whatever. Maybe it doesn't count if it's allies and allies. Right, in which case, call up Queen Mencia. She's coming along too, and we better get the rest of the army raised up just in case. Oh, Aragon's decided it can't be flipping bothered. Right, I've never seen that before. Does that mean we are no longer allies? Has that screwed up the alliance? No, we are allies, but I think it does, cost you a lot of flipping prestige to say no. Dear oh flippin' dear. Also, the Fatimids have apparently just gone. They've now been replaced by the Ussamids. Doesn't really seem to affect me in any meaningful way, but it's a thing that's happened. Also, what happened to the war I was fighting? There was totally a war on. Where did that go? Ah, the little, tiny empire these guys actually belonged to has just basically disintegrated. Got it. Right, so we can start again, but this time, he's currently in the process of rebelling. What's he actually rebelling for? To revoke Castellon. Right, or rather, he's trying to not have Castellon be revoked. Right, screw it. We're just going to go in. We can probably win faster than he can lose the war. Oh, flip. Something much more exciting just happened. The Normans have decided to go for a holy war. Oh, have you flipped away from... No, you're Catholic. You sure? Ooh, he's not Catholic. Good. Everybody in. He's not Catholic. It's fine. Uh-oh. Slightly dubious news, however. So, right. A bright red rash. I've got a rash on my body. How old am I? 41. Oh, I've had kings and emperors die younger than that. Oh, More High Though the Kind. Right, your reign might be about to be cut a little bit on the short side. And, right, he thinks that rash means cancer. That might be a little bit jumping the gun. But okay, that's fine. I've had an effective treatment because I have just been drinking jugs and jugs of human breast milk because, sure, why not? And during my trip to Marrakesh, oh, go on then. It's probably going to end in the stupid pirate event, but we may as flipping well. Right, we need to hurry this the hell up. Get in here, take this territory. What the hell? Right, you know what? This is fine, because this means we can get right on with the Holy War as soon as possible, which is the more important one, because there's 2 bits of land to be had out of that. Yeah, there we go. Everyone's on board with a Holy War. Spot on. Repulsive sores and abscesses are spreading across your body. Originating from the groin, you have contracted the Great... Anna! Well, my wife doesn't officially have a lover, and she doesn't have the Great Pox, but I appear to have picked up the Great Pox. Yes, unfortunately. What is that? That's health -2. That's not a death sentence. It's, it's not cancer or anything. We're probably going to be fine. And oh dear, Alan's shown up. Okay, so I'm brave. Alan, let's try something a bit fun. Oh, bloody hell, I'm going to regret this. And I should never have trusted Alan. Right, so... appearance of... Did he just make me drink mercury? Oh dear, I should never have trusted Alan. Horrible mistreatment. Martial -3. Right, this is all not particularly good, unfortunately. And now potentially there's a peasants' revolt in Cornwall and everyone wants to get married to me. Bloody hell. Right, switch over to a hunting focus. It's still got bonus to martial, but +1 health will be very useful. Okay, my forces on the continent are enough to deal with the armies of the stupid state we're attacking. Get over. Oh dear. Right. So, yeah, possibly the mercury is kinda done for me, unfortunately. Oh dear. So Prince Caden is apparently the new heir. Oh, More High though. a moment to remember Emperor Morhaitho the Kind, a man with great plans, and in all fairness, possibly the greatest diplomatic mastermind we've ever had inside of Cornwall. This is a man who's basically managed to engineer it, so we're going to take the entirety of Italy without a shot being fired, alright? And next generation, we're very likely going to help ourselves to the Kingdom of Aragon as well. The French plan is so close to success, alright? Emperor Morhaitho II, you have done such wonderful things. You truly were one of our great leaders. Congratulations. Rest in peace. And if we've learnt one thing from this, maybe don't, drink mercury. Drinking mercury turns out to be bad, yes. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'd say that's enough for now, because there is a lot resting on Odier's shoulders. The Reformation of France, the future of Italy, and of course, how exactly are we ever going to live alongside the bastards of the Holy Roman Empire? Ooh, there is a lot that this guy needs to do. So, that will be coming up very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. This has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.